Listen, both Anna and Stunner Girl need to go directly to jail. Do not pass go and do not collect $200 for the way that both of y'all came on the internet and made it seem like this fight was anything spectacular in a blockbuster when it was lackluster. I'm gonna need Zeus to release the real footage, because ain't no way these the 4 rounds that we've been waiting on. Ain't no way these the 4 rounds that y'all been arguing about day and night for 4 weeks straight. Ain't no way. I feel bamboozled, misled, and hoodwinked at this point. This was barely a fight. Security would not move out the way. Can y'all move? And then Stunner Girl is a liar, because ain't no way you thought you won this and you barely threw a punch. You was grabbing and pushing the whole time. Anna at least threw 2 or 3 hits. It was barely anything, but it was more than what Stunner did. And you could tell Stunner Girl knew she didn't really do her big one, because usually after a fight she'd be like, and be doing it up. She was not doing that. And then she was bleeding and told Anna, it's not from you. I had a fight yesterday. And the person that you fought yesterday was Ivory, the same person you said did not make you bleed yesterday and you were showing your forehead. So which one is it? You be lying. And listen, Anna be lying too, so I didn't know who to believe. That's why I couldn't wait to see it with my own eyes. But this is crazy, for real. Both Natalie and Stunner Girl was wearing the Lululemon, okay? Because I don't know what y'all was thinking. I don't know. And then why was you lying to Natalie saying she did her big one? Because she lost too. The way that y'all was acting and fighting in front of and falling on or in between these African kids who came to dance for y'all is really sad. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Look at their faces. Traumatized. This was just dumb to me. They got on their uniforms, got on all their shinglings, and y'all over there acting like dinglings. Boo, tomato, tomato. Lil Mama right here was my favorite. She said, because what's really going on? At least release the kids, let them go. And then y'all fighting for no reason. Literally, this 3-on-3 is so dumb. Like, it's really dumb. Y'all don't even have no real beef. Summer, how you gonna tell somebody what you not gonna call them and that's their name? I'm happy Fana stood on business. My name is Fana. Not Fana, not Fana, not Nafa, nothing. But I did laugh at Summer calling her Fanta Strawberry, because that's so dumb. And that's one of my favorite commercials. Wanta, Fanta, don't you want to? And low-key, the big three was just picking at him. Like, oh, y'all are 3. Well, just know we the original 3. Like, okay, Charlie's Angels, okay. And am I the only one that feel like Lex just be there? Summer and Dolly be causing all the chaos, and Lex just come when it's time to fight. With them long Mrs. Incredible arms, she comes swinging. And I don't know if y'all seen Big Lex in the corner, but she was tearing them up sitting down. Her long arms was like 1, 2. I promise you, them arms be stretching to infinity and beyond. But this bus scene with them arguing and fighting took forever, and y'all barely could do anything because security was in the way, just wasting y'all energy for no reason. And I could see if the new girls came in being nasty and rude, but they came in real nice. Cold Killer, Fauna, and K. Rican was real cool. Dolly said she liked Cold Killer music, been playing it, went to jail to it, all that. Dolly and Cold Killer was bonding over not liking Diamond, but Dolly, why would you lie and talk about you tore Ivory 2 times? No, you didn't. Like, y'all both was doing y'all thing, and Ivory gave Dolly her props, and Dolly gave Ivory her props, but to say that you whooped her is insane. Why would you lying to these girls? And then when it comes to Cold Killer and this beef with Diamond over this song, her real beef is really with Tinka, but Tinka is pregnant and not on the show, so she's coming after Diamond. And Diamond was just a feature on this song, but what's crazy is I looked up Cold Killer song on YouTube, and the Bang 3 video is really at 49 million views. That's crazy. But you know who had me in tears? K. Rika. She said, Dolly, shut up before you pass out and have a heart attack. You always sick and be passing out every season. Like, that's so wild to say, but it's so true, because Dolly really went through it last season. She passed out, then it was her nose, then it was her hand, then it was her shoulder, then it was her neck bone connected to her hip bone. But Dolly always got my respect, because whether she was walking around like a mummy or not, she was throwing hands, injured and all. But yeah, majority of this episode was them fighting on and off the bus. Spitting, throwing shoes, throwing water. Dolly booty was out the whole time. I was like, ain't nobody gonna pull Dolly's skirt down? Nobody? And then we get to the other bus with the new girls with Scotty, Ivory, Diamond, and Pretty P. And Tavi got a problem with Diamond because of Natalie. It's definitely giving Chinyan for sure, because what Natalie and Diamond got going on don't have nothing to do with you. On top of that, you don't even know your timeline. Talk about why it take you 2 shows to do this. She tried to fight Natalie at the Caribbean reunion and she ran away. You don't even know. Just talking just to be talking. I had secondhand embarrassment for Tavi. Hang it up flat screen, please. And let me make this clear. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion on something that you've seen on the show. It's nothing wrong with that. The problem comes in when y'all be trying to fight somebody over something that has nothing to do with y'all. That's weird. And then you did all of that to fight on the bus and then slip and let Diamond play whack-a-mole with your head. I was just so confused. But I did laugh when Tobi told Diamond be quiet because it sounded like you still got nut in your throat. I was in tears. So we get to the house and it's the big three versus the new three. And I'm going to be honest, I wish the new girls could fight a little better than what they do. If y'all over here struggling with Summer and barely winning or tying or losing to Summer, then y'all really not going to be able to fight Big Legs. Not at all. Dolly and Fauna low-key had a cool little one-on-one. I said, okay, they should have got a round two. And then they got there lying to Natalie. Like, y'all started this whole thing. Do not blame the new girls. Do not do that. But Summer taking Pretty P Rolex and then throwing it in the pond was corn on the cob. It is. And I agree with Natalie. She said you don't even have a problem with Pretty P. So just give her the watch back. Like, it was not that difficult. It was giving bum behavior, for real. And I don't know why Pretty P be running up like she a rhinoceros with her head down like she got a horn right here. Put your head up. Summer was doing okay until that last round. Pretty P had Summer leaking. I said, ooh, shoot. And then when it comes to Natalie and Diamond, Natalie, you was doing all that talking online, talking about Diamond will not see you, I got you, and now you see her and you're not doing nothing. Like, I thought you was bringing old Natalie back after you was doing all that talking. You fought Anna, so fight DTB. What's the problem? And then, of course, Tavi Nunn wanted her rematch, so her and Diamond got into it. And am I the only one that feel like Diamond has gotten worse in fighting? I don't know. I just feel like she used to be better. Maybe. I don't know. It was Ivory coaching Diamond for me, and she telling Diamond to uppercut, and Tavi start uppercutting, and she was like, no, Diamond, you uppercut, you. And look at the kids. They look stressed out. He like, I want to go home so bad. I can't wait to tell my mama what happened today. But next week, Big Lex sneaks Scotty, so we gonna see what happened. And to me, Baddies Going Wild is the better show. To me, this is giving rushed. I don't know. Something is not hitting for me. Something is not.